Alright guys, this is going to be ClutchGaming versus CLG. So ClutchGaming starting it off with an Aurelion Soulban. I mean, I get it. Take away Hui's only comfort pick. Bring it away from him. Yeah.
Damn.
Evelyn and Zoe taken away by CLG. I guess they don't want to deal with it. And then Rengar banned away by ClutchGaming. And then Kalista taken away as well. So I mean, Azir's on the table. Kog'Maw's on the table. Gangplank's on the table. Okay, they take Gangplank.
Sure.
So you could potentially have just given away Kog Azir.
Oh, Azir's Sejuani. Okay, Kog Azir, go.
Alright, go ahead.
Varus Azir, fine
We
too.
talked about that's an error though. Right? When Kog is still open and the ADC pool is very wide. We talked about that last game. Remember?
Yeah.
This is the same situation. Yep. I think the correct play...
Jungle Azir, actually.
Yes, it's Zac. Zac Azir. Zac Azir and the game ends. Then you just say good luck.
Yep.
Oh, you're leaving?
Yeah, they let me stay.
Where are you going?
PC mom.
Oh, okay. Tell me if Sam's there.
He is.
Oh, okay.
See you later.
Yeah. Tell him to check Cacao.
Okay.
Recording ruined. There's Azir. So it's not quite the Zac Azir, but it's very similar. It's in that like ball field, you know, or it's in that ballpark. But the problem is that now your jungler could be pinched.
Yeah, it's gonna be Zac Jarvan ban.
Yeah. And Vladimir.
Again, it's Vladimir. Why into the Varus? Unless they want it mid, actually. If they want it mid, I can somewhat understand it. But if they put it top here, it makes no sense. Putting it mid into the Azir is actually, I think, a matchup that's favored for Vlad. If you make it through the early game by like level 7-8-ish, you're going to be in a really good spot as Vlad with the spellbook.
Jarvan and Alistar banned away.
Yeah. No Zac. Alright.
No Zac. Yep.
No Zac ban. Alright. Pretty sure this game's done.
Alright, Gnar banned away. You don't even need to do that, realistically.
No, it's gonna be Camille.
Really
if they want to flex the Vlad to mid, it's gonna be a Camille.
Yeah, they could have like banned anything else and then tried to bait CLG to take Gnar, and then they could just get Braum themselves if they really wanted. Now they get Tom Kench. Yeah, they can just go Tom Zac.
Yeah, it's over.
Tom Zac, it's over.
It's really over.
Tom Zac, there's Zac.
Alright, that's Zac. Give me the Tom.
And Morgana. Yep.
Alright, budget Tom Kench.
ClutchGaming has one of the strongest team comps drafted like this patch. Like, I mean, the Morgana could have been better, but...
I mean, if Jace goes top, I can respect this. I think Camille would have been better, but if Jace goes top, it's fine.
Camille is better. But I think that they're trying to play into the angle of having poke as an option, which that makes a lot of sense against Azir and Gangplank.
But you lose. You just lose, no? Like, this doesn't kill the Nexus.
It doesn't kill the Nexus. Alright.
This comp is not going to kill the Nexus.
And also you're super all in. Like, your engages are just shut down.
Like,
defensive
I actually
Gangplank ults, defensive, you know, like Black Shield.
Yeah. Zac just always being a consistent threat. He will kidnap your carries. It's never a good thing. Just a really rough game from CG's perspective. I do feel like the Ignite Jace, Spellbook Jace, with precision.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It's really not okay. Oh, this is the game where the Gangplank gets all the gold. He shot Q twice and he's already got 2 sacks of gold. 3 sacks of gold.
Holy crap, dude. Wow.
He's winning the lottery.
Wow, another klepto proc. Yep. Winning the lottery.
Alright. Just pressuring. I like it.
Yeah. Lyra goes for a 4-camp and then dies to a Sedge invade. Wow.
That just happened.
Just let him die.
I mean, he started E, so he was really bleeding in the jungle, I guess.
Yeah, but just let Lyra die.
Yeah.
That's not worth flash
UTP.
teleport, right?
He has 5 stacks of gold, by the way. I'm just mentioning that.
Yeah. I know that, but still.
No, I just, if he goes back right now, I'd probably machine,
All right, so CLG is getting like this enormous opening lead, and they teleport Hui top. These are like these tricky plays that I talked about. They should never realistically exist. Like that CLG always used historically. But they shouldn't work. Like this shouldn't be allowed. So, anyways, they come top. They kill Solo. I mean, Solo. Fortunately, the stacks of gold, so it's helping them out a little bit. Lyra gets to top lane. Now they know exactly where Lyra can go for the foreseeable future. I mean, Vladimir is just—he's in a wet dream. Jace has Dirk and a Fairy Charm. That's not a bad binding.
I like the vision from CLG.
Yeah,
The vision on the wolf camp that just expired, and he's going to go replace it immediately.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep.
Making sure Jace has a pink, both double pink at topside river, so he can always move towards the gangplank to pressure.
Right.
I like it.
Hui plays left side of the lane. Play towards the left-hand side. Your bottom lane is underneath the turret anyway. Nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
Now, this is stupid. Like, why?
Right.
You don't need to check out Lyra. It doesn't do anything.
Lyra? No.
They could have... I mean, Vladimir's 6. He still has Ignite. Jace has priority. You could just go top and kill him again.
Yep. Stopwatch is not enough.
Literally, just go right now. Like, Jace goes up. Sejuani just goes up. You pin him underneath the turret. It doesn't even matter if he has stopwatch. You just juggle the aggro with pool.
He drops dead.
Yeah. You kill Gangplank.
You even have a stopwatch on Jace.
You kill Gangplank.
And the game implodes.
And the game ends. Azir doesn't have any damage. He's not getting any turret damage mid. Vladimir's going to be up like 60 CS. Actually, you know what? Don't even kill the turret. Leave it. Let Vladimir, you know what I mean? Like, let
Vlad enjoy the free.
Right.
He can bounce the wave and do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
you can go again, or you can freeze.
Holy shit.
Gangplank won't be a champion.
That is like a solo queue rotation.
Yep.
Because even if he moves away from the wave because of just Sedge, Jace turns around and it's still a win. He loses 2 waves, and then Vladimir just moves forward and plays right here. You know what I mean? Like proxying.
I can't do anything.
And then solo tilts because it's going to be level 5 to 7. What the hell was Hui doing?
I mean, that was right over mostly betting him. I have to admit that his pathing is somewhat impressive. The idea that he can actually bully a Zac at Sejuani. I haven't seen that before.
His pathing's been really good. And the advantage that he got Darsan was insane.
Yeah, and then he inted.
Right. And then
he actually ran it down.
And then they stopped prioritizing. They could bring Darshan. Oh no, he doesn't do it quick enough. Instead of just going over to the blue, Hui would have to this. All would have had to have been planned way sooner. Like, Hui gets the blue, right? He comes back in, and then he just goes like this, right? And Darshan shoves this in. Darshan backs up, goes to the blue. I mean, you can fight over the blue. Yeah. As an objective, and you should realistically be able to win it.
That's easily a win for you.
God.
Well, apparently after that big of a lead, we're still just transitioning into a standard laning phase. All right. Action in the bot line.
Like, could that GP ult have been any later?
Right there, ulti now. Gangplank ult comes down there now.
Yeah, there. Where is it?
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it should be on the Morgana.
Instantly.
Yeah, right there.
Are they not calling it? English-speaking bot lane, English top, what?
I mean, even like,
Yeah, bring the Sedge in. That's it. Brother Lyra. Oh my god. The Koreans backstabbing, like... Hold on. Just let me help you out. Oh, man. Brother Lyra.
I like it.
Oh, that was good. That was excellent. What the fuck?
He's actually Brother Lyra. Brother Lyra. He's helping out Rainover. Let's give Rainover his first win.
Holy shit.
We? I guess the zero's moving. I really dislike Ghostblade first on Jace. I think Ghostblade at this stage, just taking control of the map at the movement speed is a little more valuable than just dealing
especially
more
with the
damage.
lead that he had. Like, this should have been fine. Wait, let's see what's going on here. Like, you know this is... Okay, so hear me out here. You ready?
Yep,
so
I'm ready.
If you know this is a Jace TP, right? If Apollo keeps going in onto Bio... Here, watch this slow. If Apollo keeps going in onto Biofrost and they kill him, right? If they're still moving all the way up, Jace might cancel TP. Because at that point, Hakuo can just run through the turret and so can Apollo. And then if Zac actually brings Rainover down, they get out. Or they don't get out, it becomes a very extended chase. Where only like one of them is going to die.
I mean, the first question you have to ask is Bifrost going to die? Like right here, if he was already pathing upwards, yes.
If he was already pathing upwards, Biofrost dies.
Which I think is the correct play.
Yeah. This is an instance where Apollo shouldn't be autoing off cooldown. He should have been running forward.
Yeah.
So like his DPS takes a dip and then it increases like overall.
Yep.
The common thing on like Jace and other stuff. So like if you do that and you move up to here and then you move through because Vladimir doesn't have TP, right? Zac pulls them all the way back. Zac stays in front of Sedge. You guys get to here. Jace now comes through here. You split up. You know what I mean? Like you go on a marathon.
Yep.
And then just one of you, realistically, one of them should die. Like Apollo could get back over here and then flash down and live, and then Hakuo just runs for his life. And then if Jace chases him, Azir shoves the wave all the way in, and then he can get vision on the left-hand side.
Makes sense.
Oh god, oh god. Not quite there yet. I mean, we basically are, but... Oh god, wait. Speed times 2. Where was that just now? That was like... No, he hasn't died yet.
What are we looking for?
No, where we just were. Timestamp.
Oh, right there.
Right. Gameplay call it. I mean, this is just a replay. We don't need to.
Hey.
Oh, what just happened? We came back in. Oh, no.
We're at the replay.
Am I in like Inception right now? Oh, it's a replay. It says it. Okay.
No.
I'm like, oh god, take me out. Did it happen again? Oh, jeez. Infernal Drake's up. Yeah. I mean, another thing that they could have done here, right, is give up the kill onto Hakuo. Like, kill Lyra, right? Give up the kill. Azir comes down. Ezreal comes here, shoves in, and then you go and you 4-man the dragon. They don't actually need to kill Hakuo. It's really stupid. Azir and Hakuo are not going to be able to stop that Infernal Drake. Okay.
Nice pick.
Yeah.
That was a really awkward stopwatch.
Okay.
I really don't feel like he needed to stopwatch that.
No, he can't live.
Bifrost blocking lightning. Right. I could have just walked out, no?
No,
Walked
no,
through
no,
the
no, no,
GP
no,
ulti,
no.
maybe
They'll
something
die.
better
They'll die.
happens.
They all die, no matter
But
what.
yeah, they'll die, and I think that's game over.
Yeah, this is game. What?
Because they got the Infernal off of that,
Like,
right?
he's dead. Rainover's dead.
Right here, you let him
Can
die,
everyone just
for
back
sure.
up? What is Hui doing? If everyone has flash, he has cleanse. What are they doing? Okay, Clutch gets Infernal. The Vladimir has not managed to solo kill the Gangplank yet. .45 CS lead, sure. What?
Yeah, that's not how that matchup's supposed to go. Well, this is just over, no? Like,
Oh, the
there's
game's
really not much
yeah,
they can do.
the game's over at this point.
Infernal Drake is here with 5 kills is just...
They have 3 champions that needed to be ahead. A scaling team comp is ahead with Infernal against a team comp that's not even like mid-range. How does this happen from the opening? Steal away the blue. That was pretty good. They're gonna kill. Stopwatch. Okay. Oh, almost got him. Okay. Shoves it in. It's gonna shove in another wave. CLG is picking up Herald. And this is a nice opportunistic capture. It's probably the best thing they can do. Should probably just put it on Vlad. I don't know why you put it on Rainover. How does this even happen? What? What? Okay. I mean, it's a nice pick by Clutch, but...
I don't know if you should get hit by a Varus ulti with
Yeah.
flash up. But at this point, he's probably pretty tilted.
Yeah, he probably is. He probably is definitely mentally tilted. Drop a ward. Biofrost is going to clear it. Yep. Infernal Drake coming up next. This is like CLG's worst nightmare.
I mean, they made it their own.
Yeah, they did. They did.
It was a free... Like,
It was a free win.
Free win.
You just keep
and then-
camping top, literally.
Yeah, just keep running top. Vladimir will run over the game.
Yeah, and then 6A and Biofrost just go even in lane. And then after Darshan is like Giga fed, and then you know, Hui is also should be fed. Then you just, you know, you have him get First Blood turret, you rotate him down, you get the Infernal Drake, and you look to make like 5-man plays.
Yep.
God. Can you imagine that like the backlash? I mean, even I mean, we're probably getting it right now, right, from like Twitch chat. We're like saying that the game is 100% over, but it like really it should be.
No, it should be. The thing is what people don't get is that in a scenario where both teams play the way they're meant to be playing, it's over. In a scenario where they're not, anything can happen. But that's just the same with, you know, it's like saying in chess, you know.
NA thing.
Yeah. Just, you know,
I slept that.
It's
I
like
slipped that one in there.
hard
It's
to
pretty bad.
chess. Like, when the game's over, the game's over. And you just need to be really fucking good to recognize it.
Yeah.
Alright. We're committed to the gangplank with the Sejuani ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best way of starting a fight. Oh, it's Infernal number 2.
Solo shouldn't even have flashed. Even if he goes down, it doesn't do anything.
Shouldn't have been in that position.
Yeah,
in
he
the first
shouldn't have been in
place.
that position.
Looped around. Or at the very least secured the area with some defensive
What?
kegs.
What? Sedge is like, me too. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
What the
Yeah.
hell?
that just happened.
What am I watching?
Mm-hmm. All right. So I like the start, like the attempt. I really don't like the gangplank positioning there, but fine.
Oh, let's watch the replay again. I mean, gangplank doesn't need to.
Like he just places a keg in that bush and waits.
Yeah, and
That's
then
all.
he waits, and then he just stands over here.
Huh.
That's all fine. Because Lyra's gonna be able to get this. Febvin can protect him, right? Lyra gets this, he hops out. It's over.
Oh.
Top wave's
Good
good.
job.
Mid
Number
lane,
one
there's
in
nothing there.
pit.
Yeah. Let's jump ahead. Get mid tier 1. And then clutch is okay. I mean, this is fine. 1-1-3 because of how little gap like you can't get onto his ear. You just can't. 1-1-3 would be fine.
Even if you can, I'm pretty sure he'll just ult you and
Yeah.
kill all of you.
Yeah, he'll zero ult you back.
He's
and
so big.
Yep.
Like holy shit, he's so fed.
How big?
This is the solo queue nightmare. Did you check his blue?
Wait, that's not actually him. No, that's not. Okay. There's a guy in chat named CLG Hui. I'm like, no way. Okay. Now they just get the. I mean, this is a very simple close. Like this is textbook.
Yeah.
You can just.
Even, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, you
just
can
don't let the
almost.
zero die.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You
like
can
it
just
does
run
not
towards
matter
zero.
what you do this game. Just make sure he lives, and the game is over.
Just keep itemizing defensively too.
Like, I really
yeah.
dislike the Star Axe from Gangplank though. Like, a Mauve Momordius with the Infernals just makes so much more sense. Like, Star Axe doesn't profit from any Infernal amplification, and it's pretty much the same item against Vlad.
Maul would just be. Maul would be nice. Basically means that only Jace can kill him, and Jace isn't gonna kill him.
If Jace,
If Jace is ever in a position, right? If he's anywhere in a position to kill him, then Gangplank's making errors.
I mean, if he's anywhere in a position like not stopping Azir from killing everybody by poking him away, Azir's gonna kill everybody, as we can see.
Azir, yeah.
Like, Azir's gonna kill everybody.
Alright. Summoning the Shroom Turret there is not good. It's free gold. Doesn't really matter. But pick up Cloud Drake. Now what do you think about this? I would say don't kill it until 29.
Nah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, don't kill it till 29. Just
Chill.
make that Elder spawn. Yep.
Also would have liked to have been going for a death cap rather than the void, but I'm pretty sure he just wants to close out here. A certain mid laner I know would have flashed forward and went for the 3-man ulti.
Brother caps.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he would have.
And then if it failed, he'd be like, oh, unlucky.
Something like that.
Yep.
But he usually hits those. Like, he's pretty clean on them.
Realistically, they are something like 20k gold ahead or something.
Pretty close
Like
to
really, yeah. They are like all together. They're like 20k plus ahead. It might even be something gross like 23. This is just so insane.
Yep.
Yeah, they have Gangplank bottom. No one's even gonna respond to him. Now you can just back off Baron. Yep. Get the inhibitor. Clutch is execute. I mean, you know, the early game, questionable. But I mean, everything else, they're just manhandling them.
I mean, I just think it's because Azir has 10 kills.
Yeah, that too.
Like,
Must be nice. Support bars. All right, here. Honestly, though, here's a question. Why do you have Blade instead of Wit's End?
I just don't know the answer to that question. I think the only way you can lose a fight is Vladimir killing you and then Azir not getting to clean everybody up, which is hard to imagine already, but it's really the only way.
Why do you... Just Wit's End. Gangplank ult, more damage, right? Azir,
Yeah.
you're giving him pen. Zac, you're giving him damage. You're giving yourself damage, Varus. And then Morgana. What do you need the Blade for? Ezreal has armor. Braum has armor. You need it for the Drom's Fist on to Jace? Like, what is it for? Just be tanky. Go Wit's End, and then go QSS in the game ends. Just let Azir carry you. Because the other thing is, with double Infernal Drake, you don't need as much damage. Like, you can just go into, you know, defensive builds, and you're still dealing what you normally wouldn't.
Yeah. No, that's a given. It's just, even in, like, it's just, like the questionable one for me is really the Runans. I don't feel like you need the Runans in this game.
No.
I think just, you know, just going Wit's End Blade is fine, because like, he has no lifesteal, because he went Spellbook instead of... Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and then just leaving the Runan Slider.
Wait, the man... I mean, that's the end of the game, yeah. Reign over. That's the stopwatch timing. 30 minutes.
Poor guy.
Reign over's like, wait, if I press this, can we pause? Like...
Stop. And he actually styled on Lyra, though.
Yeah, he did. No, he did early on. He really did. Reignover did a really good job. So here's the problem, right? That I feel with CLG, and it's why I've put them 9th, right? Like, in my perception of like where all the teams are right now. Okay, is their players pound for pound are not strong enough. You know, like, how can you give Vladimir that big of a lead, and then you guys can't coordinate enough pressure mid and in the jungle as a follow-up to close? Like, when you're being
given the fact that he was a level ahead of Zach.
Given the fact that he was a level ahead of Zach, flash up on Zach, 3 camps up on Zach, Vladimir was 2 levels ahead. Right? You had stopwatches. Like, Vladimir was up like 30-something CS. Hui was up a kill, too, right? Like, he was up pressure and priority in mid lane. You have Ezreal Braum in bottom lane. It just doesn't make any sense. Like,
it does not make sense.
And when you approach the game from the standpoint of, we have to macro better, or we have to get a better read on the meta or draft better, no. It doesn't matter how much you know if you can't outmuscle your opponents in lane. If you just can't even get there. You know, it's like watching, like, do you ever watch like WWE? It's like watching like Rey Mysterio try to fight like Kane.
No, I don't watch WWE, but yeah.
Alright, there's no nut shots here. Alright, but like, that would be, that's like the comparison. It's like watching Rey Mysterio.
That's actually,
like the Big Show or something.
That's actually the CLG. Like, that's actually what CLG does, is a nut shot.
That's what they do! That's what they've always done. CLG is literally Rey Mysterio.
Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. It's so accurate. Like, oh. No, but Solo should have died level 4, and that should have been the end of the game.
No, but like, rather than just accept that you're Rey Mysterio, right? Like this like really slippery, small, like really acrobatic and like fast person. Because that's how they look for edges, right? They look for unorthodox stuff, they look for edges, they look to like really refine and set up and get edges. That doesn't matter if you don't have any muscle. You know, eventually the person's gonna just come back and just overpower.
I know, like, you know, just hit the gym, man.
Hit the gym, right? Work on your fundamentals.
Yeah.
God. But see, that's actually the problem. That's the hardest thing to fix. Now, I said this yesterday, that fortunately for TSM, macro is their biggest problem, which is fortunately the easiest thing to fix. You can't just wake up one day and be like, you know what, I'm going to get better mechanically. No. And it's also not as simple as just simply going into solo queue and being like, I'm just going to practice like this. No, it's not like that at all. Because first off, solo queue is like a degenerate in the first place, right? Even in scrims, you get unrealistic practice because people are more loose and they're not like taking it super serious. They're not playing with necessarily intent. Maybe it's changed up a little bit, but it wasn't at least as far as last summer, right? Macro can be coached. Macro can be discussed. It can be reviewed. It can be talked about. You have 5 brains working together. You cannot just flip a switch and make Hui Faker or Bjergsen or Jensen. You can't do that. You can't suddenly make Stixxay Sven or double lift overnight. It's so much harder to train mechanics. Macro is the easiest thing to work on. But the problem is when macro or like trickery or smoke and mirrors are all that you have, you know? It's just, I don't even know, man.
No, it's just really weird to me that even if you don't like, of course I do think the dive should have came in level 4 when Solo was under his turret. The wave was there, like that was just straight up rain over fucking up. Like that's 100% communication.
Oh, they should have dove Gangplank.
Yeah, for sure.
Even if they
But
can't,
even
like,
even
yeah.
that not happening, he should have killed him on his own eventually. Like, there's no way Gangplank can chill under his lane, under his tower for 10 minutes after that and not get put, like,
And not get killed. Right.
by Vlad, like in this matchup.
Right. I'm really curious to like see the player only cam of that. Like I
Yeah.
you know, like I can't understand how that happens. I just don't get it. And then the way that they transitioned out of everything and like where they were starting to commit resources was just really weird as well. So that's pretty much it for this VOD.